welcome back to my freaking YouTube channel. I'm so excited to film this video because I feel like I haven't sat down with you guys like just like this, just sit down, chatting, vibing, very chill vibes in a long time. I think the last video I did was my get ready with me, so I'm so excited to talk to you guys again. I love filming vlogs, but I also love these videos, so I love doing a bit of both. I just wanted to let you guys know my content will be changing a little bit soon. I'm still gonna do vlogs, I'm still gonna do all the videos that I'm doing now, but I'm gonna be doing my solo date diary series. I'm gonna keep doing that every month. I'm gonna start a new series which will be, I think I'm still coming up with a name, but it will be the Living Alone Diaries, and basically gonna be like vlogs, but it's going to be a little bit different because obviously I'll be living by myself, I'll have my own space, and it will just be so exciting to like vlog and not worry about my family being home or anything like that. And also obviously uni vlogs will be starting, and I also want to make more sit down videos like psychology, mental health, talking videos like that. So yeah, I'm just so excited for this new era. So in today's video, I want to talk about how to rebrand your life, and I definitely want to make more videos on this, but I have a few little things that I have done recently that have just freaking changed my life. Okay, so for my first tip, it's kind of like a little mini tip, but I'll still put it in the video because I think it's very important to talk about. When people say that they want to rebrand or glow up or lock in or whatever, I feel like sometimes we forget that we're literally just human beings and we still need rest, and we still need time with our loved ones, time with ourselves, and time to take care of ourselves, because I feel like a lot of people associate themselves with a certain version of themselves, like especially after they've like rebranded or whatever or changed. You know, that's not the person you're going to be for the rest of your life. Just because you've changed a few habits and you've, you know, grown as a person, obviously you've changed in many different ways, it doesn't mean you won't change again. So I kind of just want to put that in the video and just preface like saying that just because, let's say you're watching this video now, you want to rebrand yourself, you want to rebrand your life, it doesn't mean that you can't do it again and again and again. Like, we're constantly evolving, we're constantly changing, but of course if you want to keep getting better, then yeah, obviously you're not going to just stay in the same position. Like, let's say now, let me give like an example of, like, let's say now you don't go to the gym at all, you rebrand yourself, you lock in, you glow up, whatever term you want to use, you start going to the gym twice a week. You know, that's not like where you're going to stop. Do you know what I mean? Like, then you're going to be like, okay, right, so let's start going 3 times, then 4 times. It's not about necessarily the rebrand itself, it's about how you are constantly working on your goals and changing your goals and reevaluating your goals and your life decisions based on where you are now. Do you know what I mean? Because let's say now you've started going to the gym twice a week, you know, it's like, if you want to keep getting stronger, you need to keep doing more and more and more. And I'm not saying it to the point of burnout, but I'm saying to the point where you just need to remind yourself that you are constantly evolving and your routine will not always stay the same. But I just wanted to put that out there because I feel like a lot of people rebrand or glow up, and then a lot of people think that's like that's it. But in reality, like, life just throws random stuff at you and you need to just take it. You know, you're constantly changing, you're constantly evolving, the people around you will change, your friendships will change, your dynamics will change, you as a person are going to change. So many little things can determine how your life goes. So don't like have one kind of vision in your head, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym 5 times a week for the rest of my life, and like, it's not like that. Like, we are constantly changing. I feel like if you're rebranding because you're not happy with your life now, that's fine. You know, that's like the whole point, right? It's like to start again, you know, change yourself, evolve and grow. But at the same time, if you don't love yourself, like if you're hating yourself to change, it's not going to go well. Like, it's just not, like, you can't start going to the gym because you hate your body and like, you need to start it on a level where it's like, okay, I'm going to the gym because this is going to make me a healthier like weight, you know, it's gonna make me feel better about myself. Like, you can't go and tell yourself, I'm going to the gym today because I hate myself. Like, maybe that works for some people, but it's really not a healthy mindset to be in. So I just wanna put that out there. Tip number 2. This is the most fucking important tip. Stay disciplined. Okay, so I'll give you I want to talk about personally my journey that I've started in April and where I've gotten to now. I have been very on and off with the gym for the past 3-4 years of my life. I've been going since I was 16, but I've been working out since I was like 13, 14. I've always loved fitness. I've always loved stretching, working out, walking, like going to the gym. I've just always loved everything about that. And in April, I decided to actually tell myself, no, I'm going to start going to the gym 3 times a week. Okay, because I was very inconsistent. You know, I was going once a week and then twice, and I wasn't feeling good about myself because, you know, I wanted to go more. It wasn't out of hatred. It was genuinely because I wanted to go, but I couldn't, like, I didn't have enough discipline to tell myself, right, I'm going to the gym. I don't care how I feel, I'm going. Do you know what I mean? In April, I told myself, I'm going to the gym 3 times a week. Okay, I felt like 2 wasn't enough, 4 was too much. Anything over 4 would have just burnt me out. And I wanted to stay consistent with it. I didn't want to do it for a month and then just kind of fall off. I wanted to stick with it. We're now at the end of August, and I've been consistent for April, May, June, July, August. I've been consistent for 5 months. When I tell you I have not skipped 1 week since April where I haven't gone 3 times a week. I might not have the best workout every time, but I feel accomplished every time. I feel like I've ticked something off my list. I feel good about myself. I'm working on my body. I'm working on myself. It's a good way to release emotions, release stress. Everything about it is just amazing. I can't recommend the gym enough. So I've proven to myself that I can do it. And the thing is with discipline, when you first start, it's quite hard. And I don't really think it ever gets necessarily easier. But looking back at it now, where I'm like, oh my God, I have such a good streak going that I'm going 3 times every week. Like, I've done it for the past 5 months. Look at me go. I don't want to break the streak. Like, I've literally proven to myself I can do this. So why wouldn't I keep going? Do you know what I mean? And I'm not saying like to the point where you're burning yourself out and it's like, I'm really sick this week, but I still need to go to the gym. No, like, that's a bit silly. You know, that's a bit silly. I have so many more examples of me being disciplined. It's actually crazy how disciplined I've been in myself, but the main one is the gym. And honestly, even that one thing where, like, going to the gym and being disciplined with that, it's helped me in other aspects of life, if that makes sense. But another thing that I would say with being disciplined, I don't know if anyone's really like talked about this in depth, but this is kind of something that I do. I'm sure there's definitely a bunch of people in the world that also do this, but this is just something I kind of came up with myself. So when I get home, let's say I'm coming home from work, from the gym, whatever, let's say, okay, it's 3 p.m. I have laundry to do, I have dishes to do, I need to shower, wash my hair, clean my room, da-da-da-da. What I used to do is I would get home, I would, you know, relax a little bit, I would start scrolling on TikTok, you know, take my time, and suddenly it's 6 p.m. What's going on? So what I do is the second I get home, I don't go on my phone. Like, if I have anything important to respond to, I'll respond to it. But if it's like TikTok, no, like, I'm not even opening the app, because I know the second that I open the app, I'm not going to leave the app. So what I decide to do is I put a podcast on. I recommend Emma Chamberlain. She's the only podcaster I listen to. I fucking love her podcast. There's nothing that woman can talk about where I would be bored. Genuinely, any episode she has released, I've listened to it. There's not been one episode where I've skipped. Like, I literally know that woman inside out. I'm a loyal fan. I am a loyal fan, I'll tell you that. I literally go down my list, I'm like, okay, laundry done, dishes done, and it literally takes 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes. I'm like, okay, so I'm already doing these two, I've already done these 2 things. So then I tell myself, okay, I've already done the dishes, I've already done the laundry, right, let's shower, let's wash my hair, let's clean my room, done. And before I know it, I've got everything done in literally the first hour of me being home. And then I'm like, okay, I can make my food now and then I can relax and I have the rest of the evening to relax. Look, I don't know if that's how everyone's brain works, but genuinely, like, I know some people like need to relax first before they get started with things. But for me, as someone that has bad anxiety, and I'm pretty sure like this is related, I like to have everything done so I can like have my evening to myself. Like I don't have any distractions, like nothing going on. I don't have anything that I need to like think about. Oh my god, I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. I'm not doing it. Like I'm just sat here doing nothing. I'm on TikTok, da 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 da. Like no, because I've done everything. So there's nothing I need to worry about. There's literally no worries. And if you have anxiety, I would recommend that you try this because it's kind of just getting everything out of the way. And I understand that the way that I used to be is, you know, I would be so like stressed and anxious from being at school or work all day, and I'd come home and all I want to do is just not think and just, you know, scroll or like talk to someone on FaceTime, whatever. Like I don't want to think about the things I need to do. But I've noticed that the habit that I build of this consistent routine of getting home, doing everything I need to do and then relaxing makes me feel less anxious. And I feel like you should try it for a week. And if it makes you less anxious, keep going with it. You know, it is sometimes annoying, you know, you get home and you're like, oh my god, I have so much to do. But really, like when you get into the routine of it, it's just like something that you just start doing naturally. And I've wanted to talk about this for ages, and I know a lot of people aren't the same though, because I know I have friends where they like, they finish work or whatever, they go straight home, they go on TikTok, you know, like they talk to their family, they take a nap or whatever. And that's also fine because it's like work, school, life is stressful. You deserve to go home and have that rest. But I hate knowing the fact that like I've gone home, I've rested, and it's suddenly 6, 7, 8 p.m. I need to go to sleep soon and I've got nothing done. And then I feel like when I'm going to sleep, I'm not as like calm and well rested because I've just rushed about doing everything I needed to do. Also tying to this whole discussion about getting things done quickly, if I have dinner, I will finish my dinner, I have my plate and I put it in the sink and I wash it straight away. I don't leave my dishes for the next day. If I'm really tired, you know, really stressed or just having a bad day, sure, like I'm not gonna do it every single day, but 99.9% of the time, most days of the month, pretty much every day, unless I'm having like a really bad day or like something's going on, I will clear that plate the second that I'm done. Like genuinely, I don't like having any dishes in my room. I don't like having glasses, cups, dirt accumulating in my space. It makes me feel anxious, it makes me feel stressed. I feel like this point, I know it's a really long point, I know I'm kind of blabbing, it's just, if you have anxiety, I really think you should try these tricks because genuinely they have helped me so fucking much. Let's say I'm making pasta or whatever, I've obviously used like a pot whatever to cook the pasta in, da da da. Before I eat the pasta, I'll wash the pot, I'll wash the utensils I used to make the pasta. Like I don't leave it there because then when I'm eating, I can't enjoy my food because I know I have dishes to clean. But if I already clean it, you know, it's like as I go, I just do things because I'm constantly thinking about me in the future. You know, like, am I really going to be happy when I wake up in the morning and I see I haven't done any of the dishes from the dinner the night before? Not really. So I'm just doing myself a favor of getting it done early. Like, there's no one else to thank but me. I've got it done. That is a really long point, but genuinely just being disciplined with yourself and just doing things straight away and not dragging them out. It's such like a vague point and it's such a thing that everyone knows, but genuinely when you start implementing it, your life will change. And it's just, sometimes it's really annoying because I'll see TikToks or I'll hear people say, oh my god, like I'm so tired, I don't want to do anything, da da da, like I need to go to sleep soon but I haven't done my dishes or I haven't done this. And I'm just like just do it when you get home. And I understand people are tired and I understand this and that, but genuinely, I don't know if this just sounds really bad, but the fact that I can do it, I'm just like, well, why can't you do it? And I think it definitely depends on the scenario. Like, let's say if you have a bunch of kids, if you have a really long day at work, it's different for everyone. But I feel like if you're a similar age to me, if you have a really good like work, life, school balance, it's just so much easier to just get things done and out of the way. Again, if you have kids or like da da da, I completely understand that in some scenarios you just can't get everything done on the same day. A lot of people have like a designated day to like do all the laundry and, you know, do all the house cleaning. But for me, I just do a little bit each day, and it means I don't have like one day of the week whereas I'm just feeling overwhelmed and I have everything to do. Like, not really. Like, I keep my room clean as I go. So every day, like, I will make my bed in the morning. That's the first thing I fucking do. The second I wake up, I make my bed. I make my bed. My room is always clean. I never have clothes on the sofa. My clothes are always put away. There's never like any glasses, mugs left anywhere. Like, I just keep it consistently clean. I have one day of the week where I obviously like hoover and do dusting. That's it. That's what I need to do. I don't need to like, you know, suddenly reorganize my entire room because there's a pot on the floor with a pile of clothes. No, I don't do that because it's already been done. And that is exactly what discipline is. And a lot of people say, I'm not motivated to do this, I'm not motivated to do that. It's not the motivation you need, it's the discipline. Motivation will sometimes be there, but you can't rely on motivation. You can only rely on discipline. And it gets me so fucking pissed off when people are like, I want to go to the gym and I'm not happy with how I look and da-da-da, but they don't do it. And I'm just like, what the fuck? And my final tip number 3, because I don't want this video to be too long, is to spend time with yourself. And that sounds really vague and you're probably like, that's so boring, like what does that have to do with rebranding? Hear me out. Don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger. But genuinely, spending time with yourself is the best thing you can do to find yourself. Because if you want to rebrand yourself and you want to find out what clothes you like, what hobbies you're into, or, you know, you want to change the hobbies that you like and da-da-da-da, you want to be around different friends, you want to have a different vibe to yourself, right? You want to change. How can you change and find out who you are if you don't spend time with yourself? Like, if you're going out every single day with the same friend group that you've had, how are you going to rebrand? Like, genuinely, let me know, because it's very difficult to do so. Like, I will have at least one day every week where I just stay home, have a day to myself, because the more I've been doing that, ever since April, I've been doing that, and it's the perfect balance of me having time with my thoughts and knowing, okay, right, well, I think I really want to try this, or I think I want to do this. And I have written poetry the past few years. I've been writing more poetry this year because I've been spending more time with myself. I feel like my creative mind is like flowing, and I've been, again, very on and off with journaling recently, but I have journaled more, and I've not forced myself to, I need to journal every single day and da-da-da-da. No, but if let's say I'm feeling really anxious one day and my thoughts are just everywhere, I can write them all down. Boom, done. If I'm constantly going out and never have time with myself, I can't really process my thoughts. You know, I don't really have time to write them down. Do you know what I mean? Another thing is reading. I've definitely mentioned this in multiple videos. I love reading. I'm very on and off with reading. But when I start a book, I will fucking finish the book. It might take me 5 months to finish the book. I'll finish it. I love reading. I've recently been very consistent with my reading. Again, I'm not forcing myself to read every single day. I'm not doing that because I'm not there yet. Okay, I'm not there yet. I suffer a lot with mental health problems and taking care of myself and being kind to myself. So I'm not going to tell myself, you need to read every single day or you're worthless. No, we're not doing that around here. But reading more has been really fun. I love reading. I genuinely love reading them. Every time I pick up a book, I'm like, damn, why don't I do this more often? But again, if I didn't have time with myself, I would not pick up my book. I would not read, you know? And also, if you don't have time with yourself, it's like, who even are you? Like, you have nothing to talk about. Okay, you don't go to the gym, you don't have any hobbies, like, all you do is go to work and sleep and see your friends. What do you even talk about? Like, you gossip about what happened at work? Like, there's no substance in your conversations. I've also recently, like, changed up my style. And again, I wouldn't do that because, and again, I wouldn't have done that if I didn't spend more time with myself. I created a Pinterest board with, like, clothing inspiration. Yesterday, I actually went shopping. I got so many new cute bits. Got a pink sweater, got some new jeans. I'm trying to change up my style. and I wouldn't have known what I liked if I didn't spend time with myself, getting to know myself. Do you know what I mean? Because it's like, I see my friends' outfits, I'm like, damn, like that's really fucking cool. But I didn't really think, okay, like, what do I like? Like, yeah, I like what they're wearing, but what do I like? Like, I don't know if this makes sense, but I just didn't really have the time to think about, okay, like, well, what do I really like, you know? But the more time you spend with yourself, the more you understand yourself, the better you express yourself, the more things you have to talk about, the more substance you have to add to conversations, and the better your friendships and your connections will be, because you guys will be like similarly aligned. Because if you don't really know yourself, if you're not spending time with yourself and you have nothing to speak about yourself, what are you guys talking about? It's either the other person is talking to you and you're basically going to pick up their personality and pick up all their traits, or you're gossiping, you're talking about what happened at work, at school, about other people. Are you really going to improve your life if you're just talking about other people? No, you're not. Also, if I didn't spend time with myself, I wouldn't know how much I genuinely loved cars. I have a massive passion for cars. I love driving. I love like, I love being at home and just researching about a bunch of different cars. I love being at home. I love researching about psychology. I love researching about different mental health problems and different disorders. Like, I love watching videos like that. They're genuinely so interesting to me. But I wouldn't have time to do these things if I didn't spend time with myself. If I didn't, you know, have time with myself, I would just listen to other people's music. But what do I like, you know? Now I'm genuinely so like happy with my music taste. And I know it sounds so silly, but I'm just so happy with who I am. Like, I love my music taste. I love the fact that I have so many hobbies. I love dancing. I love cars. I love reading. I love psychology. I love mental health. I love journaling. I love meditating. I love going to the gym. I love the color pink. And if I didn't spend time with myself and I stopped and I just kept, you know, picking up other people's favorite traits and their behaviors and their characteristics, I wouldn't know that I fucking loved the color pink. I love the color pink. And all of these things I've discovered this year. And obviously, like, there's been little bits, and like, you know, I've gone to the gym for a while and I've been journaling and reading on and off, but it's really stuck this year because I've spent time getting to know myself. That is how you rebrand. That is how you rebrand. Literally 2 things. I know I've really like gone into depth about it, but 1, discipline. 2, spending time with yourself and finding out who you are as a person. That's the 2 things. And I know it's very vague and you're like, I probably know this, but the way I've explained it, step by fucking step, you should fucking get it. And that's pretty much what I've done. And I could talk about this topic for hours because I genuinely find it so interesting. But also remember, don't force yourself into changing. Like, a lot of videos are like, you need to lock in, like, da-da-da, like, you need to start going to the gym, you need to start doing this because this person over here is going to the gym 5 times a week and you're not locked in because you only go 3 times, like, you need to do better, da-da-da. No, don't force yourself into change. You're just going to be burnt out. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not going to work out. And you're literally just going to end up burnt out as fuck, not wanting to do anything, giving up on yourself. And that is not what we want. You don't want to give up on yourself because we're not doing that around here. You need to love yourself into evolution, and self-love is the key to everything. You can't rebrand, you can't change yourself because you hate the way your body looks, you hate the way your face looks, you hate the fact that you have no hobbies, you hate the fact that you're on your phone all the time. You might not like these things about yourself, but you shouldn't hate yourself into changing yourself, because that is a very painful journey that I wouldn't wish upon anyone. And just do things that you like and do things that you love. Genuinely, like, I just do things because I like them and I don't feel the need to explain it to people anymore. I don't go to the gym because I really want to look a certain way. Like, yes, I'm really happy with how the gym has made my body look and how I feel stronger, but it's more about how I feel, about the fact that I stay disciplined and I stay consistent, and it's the fact that I can see the changes in my body because of the effort that I put in and it's the way that it makes me feel afterwards, you know, like I did that, I actually did that, I worked hard, I feel stronger, I put the energy and the effort into going and doing these workouts. You know, I'm not doing it because I hate myself. That's not the mindset that you should have when you go into something like that. Same with like, even just like an example, like reading. I know I keep using the same examples, but they're just like things that I've done in my life to like rebrand, so it's kind of easy to talk about them. But even with reading, I'm not forcing myself to read, because what I used to do when anytime I wanted to like change my life and glow up, because I was sick of, you know, scrolling on TikTok all the time or whatever, I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna start reading 5 chapters every day. Like, no. And I even spoke about this to my therapist, and she was like, it's really not good to, you know, force yourself to do certain things. Like, just do things that you like. Do you know what I mean? Like, obviously you like going on your phone, you like scrolling on TikTok, that's fine, but in moderation. Do you know what I mean? And it's like a fine line with like what I'm saying, but it's like, it's more personal for you, and you have to kind of figure out what works for you. But with reading, for example, I don't tell myself I need to read 5 chapters, because for me that's too much. But I love reading, and in my spare time and with the time that I have by myself, I usually end up picking up a book because I love reading. But I'm not forcing myself to read every single day. Do you know what I mean? I really hope that this advice was somewhat helpful and somewhat you guys can understand what I'm trying to say. And I hope that I articulated my words well. But thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you want more videos like this. I really loved filming this, and I really want to make more psychology and self-improvement videos, because it's such a genuine topic and passion of mine. But there's just so many videos that I want to film. And when I first started YouTube, I was thinking to myself, I don't know how I'm going to upload once a week, because I don't really know what I want to talk about, and I don't know what I want to film. I have so many ideas flowing in my brain, and I'm just so excited for you guys to see the next few videos. Like, I'm genuinely beyond excited for you guys. But there's so many exciting things coming up. I will have a little bit of a content switcheroo, not too much. I'm still gonna have vlogs, I'm still gonna have the same content, but obviously I'm moving out, which you will see in the next video. I'm exciting. But I'm moving out, and obviously I'll be living by myself, so it's gonna be a little bit different, just a little bit. My background will be a bit different, but I really hope that you guys will like the videos, and I'll have uni vlogs, and I'm still going to continue my solo date diaries. Also starting another new series, which will be the I don't know what I think I called it Living Alone Diaries or something. I could be really wrong. I might change the title. I don't know if that's the title, but it's a little thing I've been coming up with, which hopefully you guys will enjoy those as well. But regular vlogs will still be coming, new videos, and even videos like this will still be coming out, so don't worry. And I just hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what else you want to see. And thank you guys again for 100 subscribers. We're already on like 170 subscribers, which is literally crazy to me. I feel like it took so long for me to hit 100, and then boom, we're now 170. So I love every single one of you, and I really hope you guys enjoy my content and you enjoy my videos, and I really hope you learned something from this video and you have some sort of wisdom gained. But yeah, I'm gonna go make some food now because I'm actually really hungry. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I hope you have an amazing morning, day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will hopefully, fingers crossed, catch you in the next one when I'll be moved out in my new apartment. That's literally crazy. What the hell? Time is going so fast. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one, hopefully. I better catch you in the next one.